We're about to go into Hy-Vee to analyze the potential problems that a grocery store might have with keeping inventory.
This is our pre-made line. We sell pre-made sandwiches and pre-made wraps. A lot of these only last for about 5 days, so when they don't sell, they go bad.
Here's a good example of products spoiling before they get sold. For instance, this is a banana and it is no longer sellable. The Hy-Vee baker told us that time of year greatly influences the demand for freshly made cakes. For instance, in the summertime around graduation, there's a lot more demand and we have to make a lot more cakes. But in other times of the seasons, there's not a lot of demand and therefore a lot of cakes actually go to waste and we lose money. As you know, Easter is past and now we're left with an excess amount of Peeps which we did not sell. What do you think the problem is with this?
Well, we obviously misjudged the demand that we needed for the holiday, and this is going to cause us a loss for our company.
These products, like Twinkies in our product line, are different than fresh fruits or freshly baked goods because we judge our orders based off demand, not based off expiration date. Alright team, recently we've received a lot of complaints about our food inventory. Some customers have complained that food that we sell is either not fresh or expiring. Some customers have complained that there's not enough fresh food, and other customers have complained that there's too much of certain items. It is clear to me that our problem is inventory management, and I think our department is responsible for the solution.
I think it is time to set up an inventory management system to manage our inventory.
You are right. It is really hard to manage the inventory on food because a good portion of our products are perishable.
It seems that we should closely watch out our inventory to get a better idea of what is selling and what is not. In other words, order more accurate amounts of products to minimize our variance of product flow. For instance, if we have too few of our product, we will lose a lot of customers and sales revenue. On the other side, if we order too much inventory, our fresh product mix will threaten to spoil, and it's really expensive to hold the inventory.
Yeah, what about establishing a continuous review model to watch the inventory?
Well, what would that entail?
It is about setting up a reorder point in the store. Our staff would continuously watch the amount of fresh food in the store. Once the food hit the reorder point, we would call the suppliers and reorder the food.
How can we calculate the reorder point?
Alright, so the reorder point is the average lead time times the demand, and then you add the safety stock.
What is the safety stock?
It means the safety stock. It is closely related to our service level. If you want to have a lower chance of stock out, we need to have a higher safety stock.
Is there a formula to calculate this?
Yeah, we have safety stock, which equals the z-score times theta DTLT. DTLT represents how much variability of demand during lead time. Z is our numerical measurement of service level.
Okay.
So let's say we have 500 melons, our lead time is 0.5 per day, our standard deviation is 25 melons, and our z-score is 1.65. So our first step is we're going to find the standard deviation of DDLT, which that means we're going to take the square root of the average lead time, multiply it by the standard deviation of demand squared, and with that, which I've already calculated out, we're going to get about 18 watermelons. So our second step is we're going to find the safety stock. The safety stock is the z-score times the standard deviation of DDLT. With that, we're going to take 1.65 with our given number from over here, and we're going to multiply that by the number we just got up here, which is about 18, and we get that to be 29.17. So we're going to go over here to our third step. We're going to take the ROP, we're going to calculate that out, which we're going to take the average demand time times the average lead time, and we're going to add our safety stock from over here. So with that, we get about 500, and we're going to multiply that by 0.5. We're going to add 29.1682, and with that, we're going to get about 280 melons. And that's how you do that.
Is this method accurate?
I think it relies on accurate estimate of demand.
I think we can try and use this method to solve the problem.
Sounds great!
Yeah!